Hello and welcome to another episode of Say What with Shreya. Stepping out of comfort zone seemed difficult and scary. But what if everything falls into place? Today we have an entrepreneur who started her journey during lockdown. She is a designer who's taking Assamese jewelry to the world. She has been featured on global magazines like Vogue and Grazia. Please welcome the mind behind Khari Ka Jai, Shivani Sharma. Hi Shivani, welcome to Say What with Shreya.
Hi Shreya, so nice to be here.
As a founder of Khari Ka Jai, I want to ask you, what does this brand name means?
So actually I get this question a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So-
It's a very different name.
Yeah, because I think even Assamese people are not aware that it's actually an Assamese word.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually an Assamese word because Khari Ka Jai represents the culture of Assam.
Wow.
So when, I was actually contemplating on the idea that what I should actually keep the name, because name is something that it goes for a very long time and people
Yeah, it goes forever.
forever.
Yeah.
And people recognize your brand by that name.
Yeah.
And there has been a lot of similar kind of names all around, so I wanted to be something that is different. So Khari Ka Jai actually means a blooming jasmine.
Oh, wow.
So it's a Assamese word where people used to refer to jasmine as Khari Ka Jai, but it's a word that's no longer used,
not commonly used.
not commonly used. People are not
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
Because when I started Khari Ka Jai, like I wanted to have this initiative that it's not just about Assamese jewelry, but it's also about bringing back those designs which are no longer there.
The authentic Assamese designs.
Yes, the authentic, so that because usually when we go to the market, you
Yeah.
will see a lot of trending designs and it keeps changing with time. But there's hardly a shop or a store or someone, a brand you call, which would like to specially work on designs, especially from Assam, I would say, and bring back those designs which were there maybe in the times of our grandmothers. So to represent that, I chose this name. So it's actually a very simple meaning, but people when they hear it, you're like it's I think it's something very different. But it's just a blooming jasmine.
It's a heavy word.
Yeah. It's actually the moment you say it, there's like kind of a feeling which you get, So I always wanted to keep something like that, and yeah, I just came up with it.
Wow. So it's a bootstrapped brand.
Yes.
Firstly, explain to our viewers what is a bootstrapped brand.
Okay, so see, in business now what we call is there's two terms. One is commercial.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, to give examples, I would say Pantaloons,
Yeah.
Nykaa,
Yeah.
and like big brands if we call like Ritu Kumar. These brands are there since ages and they have had a big team, big set of people who have been, behind them. So that's why we call it commercial, because it's a multi-billionaire company. And one is called homegrown, which
Yeah.
is there, which just starts from one person maybe.
Yeah. Startup.
The startup, which we say.
Yeah.
From that sole, idea which we come up, that I just want to create something that is, that speaks to me. Not just for the herd mentality, but something that I am passionate about, something that I want to call it my own. You don't have a very big investment for that, obviously, because maybe it's just from the pocket money which we get, or maybe it's just a small amount of money which our parents give us, So, frankly speaking, I started this brand at my time when I just graduated. And obviously, a graduation student won't have a lot of money to invest.
Correct. Yeah.
So, it was just a small savings. Like, it was just a 10,000 rupees, which I had at that time. And
Wow.
so that's how I started, because my jewelry is in pure silver and the making cost is expensive.
I'm sure.
So
yeah.
I remember when I started it, it was just like 4 pieces which I launched, because I just had that amount of
So
money.
you launched it online?
Yes. I just launched an Instagram page. Honestly, there was no planning behind it that मुझे एक logo बनाना है, मुझे कुछ उसका पहले ऐसे Instagram पे जैसे डालते हैं, like there's something coming up. Nothing. It was very random. People saw it like something just came up, So because
So you just dropped the pictures.
I dropped the pictures. I just did a shoot with my mom. So this was like because I am very close to my mom, and she has been the main reason to inspire me to do this. Because when we were talking about this, actually, because when I was just discussing with her that I want to do something of my own, she actually helped me, that if you want to do something that will help promote your own roots. Because being an Assamese, you need to speak about your culture out there, so that people can actually acknowledge, know, and learn that what Assamese culture is. And from that thing, I think I got the main idea that because for clothes, people are still aware that Mekhela Chadar is there. Assam silk is known.
Yeah.
But when we talk about jewelry, people don't have idea at all, I would say, outside. So I was like, let me do this. So yeah, that's how it started. I went out with my mom. We had a known photographer, he just charged me 2,000 rupees. We just dressed in our own, traditional attire. I styled myself, mom styled herself. We just went to this Gita Mandir here in Guwahati, and we just did a shoot. And I still remember that day. I was like so excited because I was finally doing something of my own.
Yeah.
Although I didn't know anything that is going to go so long way or what. But I just thought that अभी time मिला है तो ये कर लेते हैं. उसके बाद क्योंकि पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं. So yeah, I just opened an Instagram account, but I did work on the name, like I mentioned, because I wanted to stick to something that won't change, So that was there, and I just dropped a reel which we made and a picture. And I still remember the first day when Kharikajai was launched. So I got 3 orders itself that day, and to my surprise, I was like, those people were not from Assam. They were from Kolkata.
Very first day.
The very first day, actually.
So how come, they were followers in the page?
They saw the reel, actually.
Okay, the reel blew up.
The reel blew up. In an hour's time, the first reel went up for 3,000 views.
Wow.
So I was also shocked. I still remember I was outside with my cousins. My phone was just lying, And after some time, I was like, let me check on the reel. I saw the reel and it went on 3,000 views, So I was like shocked. I was like, okay, maybe it's working. And after that, I saw 3 queries. So I was actually doing this work. Like I tried playing with the market. So there was this another brand that I did that was nothing related to Assamese jewelry. I was just sourcing some pieces from Jaipur, and it was just like a page, normal page. I won't call it a brand or anything like that. So maybe these people saw that page from that time, and when I changed it into Kharikajai, they saw that this is something different.
Okay, so you had an existing Instagram
Yes,
page?
I had, which I changed after that actually. But there were not many followers, like 10-15 followers, because I hardly used to post anything or like that. I just used to bring some we call it actually sourcing, which the local people
outsource करके आप sell कर रहे हो.
आप sell कर रहे. So it was simple like that. But उस दिन when I dropped, I did,
that was your first reel.
Yes, that was my first reel. And I got 3 orders. I still remember one lady, she was outside. She was not from India. And she wanted one set. So I just got the orders, And I think that was my first milestone, I would say. That launching something, you're getting orders. That means it's something good.
Yeah.
You should not stop.
You were motivated the very first day.
Yeah. And I did not stop. There were a lot of hurdles. I won't say it's easy. Especially when you don't have a proper guidance or maybe someone who is there behind you to support you financially as well. Because honestly speaking, to grow and run a business, you need a lot of investment.
You do.
And fashion industry is expensive, you know. But I think the universe helped me too, somewhere or the other, because I really wanted to make this work. I was really determined. And because of that, it just worked.
So the first jewelry that you dropped, you designed it and customized it yourself?
No. So basically, because obviously, like, I am not a jewelry designer myself. I don't have an educational background in jewelry designing. So both from my grandmothers, I got 3 designs of theirs, which was gifted to them at their wedding. One of my grandmother had 2 pieces at her home, and one of my grandmother had a picture of it. So my workshop is in Borpeta, which is obviously a village here in Assam.
Yeah, Upper Assam.
So yes, so it's it's in Lower Assam.
Oh, Lower Assam.
Yes. So I took the designs over there, and the karigars were first denying. Actually, they were like, this jewelry is not made anymore. The craftsmanship is called katai. It's a word which used to be used for craftsmanship done on the gold jewelry, not on silver. So it's especially a route that came from the gold jewelry. So karigars were denying. They were like, this is very difficult to make, first of all, and ये बिकता नहीं है.
So they were not expertise in making
No.
silver jewelry.
No, it wasn't there much in this specially craftsmanship. Others, it was there. Like we call Meena work in Assamese jewelry, you know, or we call the stone work, which we see in the local markets over here as well, or in shops. So that is there. So they were expert in that. But in this specific, criteria, when I showed them the pictures, they could recall that, okay, this is something जो बनता था, but अब नहीं बनता है. So I did go through a lot of shops in a lot of places, but
In Barpeta.
But then
Yeah.
like I did not get through. One point of time I was like, nahi hoga shayad. But then I came across one person who was there, and I saw 2-3 pieces similar, not exactly same, similar, that was there with him. So I asked him, I was like, can you just make these pieces for me? If you can, then I'm starting a business, and if orders come in, you will get the payment for that according to each order. So my process is that it's not a ready-made piece, it's always like a made to order process.
Oh.
Because
So you don't keep a lot of stock with yourself?
no, because it's not possible. One piece takes around 4 to 5 weeks time to be ready. It's a
Oh.
long process.
So if you get an order,
Yes.
say for example, if I place an order today,
Hmm.
so how long will it take for me to get the order?
Minimum time is 4 weeks, maximum time is 3 months.
Oh.
And it depends on the design you choose. So if I say like rings, bangles, it will get delivered around 1 to 1.5 month of time. If we go for a set or maybe a bridal attire, it's gonna take up like my clients, some of my clients even have waited for 4-5 months, because no machines are used in this. It's just
Complete karigari.
complete handmade process.
Yeah.
So sometimes, circumstances come in. Maybe a karigar has fallen sick and he only knows to do that particular work. I don't have another person who can do that particular work. Maybe the placement of the stone, or maybe the cutting of the shape of the jewelry. Then obviously the time will, prolong, and the customer has to wait. And I have been practicing this since the start, so that people actually understand when they place an order, because competing in this fast fashion industry is not easy. People want stuff in a week's time.
Yeah.
We order it from Nykaa, Myntra, we get it in 2 days' time.
Yeah.
So to compete in that market, it's difficult, and it's been the biggest challenge for me as well. But when I think people follow Karika Jai and they see us, promoting this slow fashion idea, the sustainable way, because I want to keep that original craftsmanship. I don't want to involve any machine or something like that. Because if I'm talking about something, it has to be authentic,
Yeah.
So yeah, like it takes time, but once you get it and once it's delivered, it's like worth the wait. Because when you talk about handloom and handmade, the beauty of it is very different. So yeah, so that karigar agreed, and then I got 3-4 pieces made from him. The finishing was good, the quality was good, everything was good. And also I would like to mention that in Borpeta, it's like a division of labor. One person cannot complete the whole set. So he would be starting, then he would be passing on to someone else who would be
Yeah.
placing the stones, and then in the end it will go for the finishing, where
The polishing
the
and stuff.
polishing. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like a division of labor, and that's why also again more time,
Yeah.
So I got the pieces, he got orders from him, I got references, then I visited again. After that, I got 2 more people. So now I have main karigars. I had 3, but now I'm working with 2 actually. And under them, they have these people who do all the other work, because they are the main who show the design and explain ki aisa karna hai, waisa karna hai, and the rest they help.
You were telling me you have 3 different kind of labors for every jewelry. So after
Yes.
that, what is the process of shipment and the demand and supply chain? How do you work with that?
So basically from Borpeta, obviously I cannot do the main shipping.
Yeah.
So it comes to Guwahati. It comes to my office first.
Yeah.
And
so your office is based in Guwahati.
Yes, it's in my home only. It's a home-based office basically, which is convenient as well.
Yeah.
Because as of now, I won't say that, I have created, I am getting a lot of queries for a studio or offline store, but I still have to take some time to think about it, because again, it's another investment.
Yeah.
And also to say a lot of energy would go into that. So I don't want to as of now, I want to first establish it more as an online brand, get the attention more, and maybe after that I can think of a store 2 years or something like that later.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easy, you know, it just comes to my home.
Yeah.
And then I have a person who helps me with the packing. I do the quality check myself, because obviously as a founder I have to make sure that each and everything is intact, because the jewelry is handmade and it's very delicate, you know. So even while packing also, we actually work with artisans from Assam who make these handmade boxes. Again, that is made from Meteka, which we call in Assamese, the water hyacinth, which we call. So it's made of that. So I'm trying to promote that as well, because obviously a lot of people here in Assam, people are involved in that industry. And so I do the packing from that, and it's a chota sa cultural box. Inside I put the jewelry, and there are few care tips which we provide to our customers. They need to follow that, and it's easy. It's not something, it's very hard maintenance. They can send it back to me also. For example, you can repolish the jewelry, which we say, because it's gold plated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so gold plated jewelry on pure silver can be repolished. So they can get it done outside also.
Anywhere. Yeah, any jeweler store.
Any jeweler store, or if they want my help, they can send it back to me also.
Right.
So it's a simple process, and I was linked to multi-designer stores as well, from where I was getting orders, I would say.
Yeah.
But it's difficult for me to handle that, because my products, they take time
For production.
And in multi-designer stores, they have a deadline of 15 to 20 days, which sometimes isn't possible for me to promise or stick to that.
Of 15 to 20 days
To deliver the product, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
the order is placed. If I say that my product is made on order,
Yeah.
so they will give me a deadline of 15 to 20 days, and then I have to dispatch the product to them.
Yeah.
But it becomes difficult for me because I have my own orders running as well.
Yeah.
And my cardigans, they take time. I cannot help in that. I cannot go there and pressurize them ki nahi mujhe aaj hi bana ke do. They are also humans. They need their own time to, you know, operate and eat and sleep and rest and come back to work.
So how do you think about working with more number of karigars if you have more orders or more
I
deadlines?
would love to, if more, the younger generation of these people, the people who are doing this karigari in Borpeta, if the younger people are willing to learn more about it. I also have a idea. I would love to open a workshop here in Guwahati and bring more people, train them as well, and if they are willing to learn about the craftsmanship, obviously the quality of the work is going to increase and the production time is going to decrease.
Yeah.
That is going to help me in the shipping process as well.
Yeah. Also compete the
Compete with the
yeah.
market, because as I say that some people might come and they like the jewelry, for example, they would want to buy, but if I say that okay, it's going to take 1 month time, they step back. They are like, we need it by next week or something like that.
Of course, yeah.
So I have a procedure of taking priority orders, but that's limited. If I know that one of my karigar is free, he can do this work in a lesser time, I give it to him. But it's not that I can promise, like the biggest challenge for Kharikajai has been like, see, when a person places an order, it's like we tell them that okay, we'll try our best to deliver the piece to you within this period of time.
Yeah.
But sometimes we can't, it's not like we don't want to ourselves, because obviously an order comes to us, I'll dispatch it. But there are so many things happening in the industry, in the workshop. Someone is falling sick, someone has a family event, he couldn't come to work. So the time increases, So yeah, it's the biggest challenge, I would say. But I think with time it will, it will be okay. And especially if I have more people to work under me, and the more people get to know about it, because sometimes what happens is karigars, they think ki 1-2 pieces bana ke chale jayenge, uske baad to aayenge nahi. So they opt for something that is here in the store or in the
an offline
market.
store.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're over there, they will get bulk orders and stuff like that. But there are people who want to help also. So it's like that.
So how are the karigars there in Borpeta? Are they very cooperative with the work? Like, the karigari is, I'm sure, up to the mark. But how is the work culture there? The professionalism? How is it?
Okay, so I would say professionalism is something lacking.
Yeah.
Because I think they haven't been exposed to that market yet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's underdeveloped.
It's
the
underdeveloped.
Area. Yeah.
They don't know how this industry works or maybe how fast the market has been growing.
Yeah.
So that's why they have a lot to learn, I think, as well. If they get that platform where they get an opportunity to go out there maybe and see, how other people are managing their businesses, how the production units are running, they would definitely learn from that. But now in Borpeta, if I say that, like, I also go there, I talk to them, I tell them ki, we need to fasten up our production.
Yeah.
But they are like,
Because अगर ground level में काम नहीं होता, at the
हाँ.
end आपका goodwill जा रहा है.
जा रहा है obviously.
Yeah.
And मैं जितना भी कोशिश कर लूँ clients को
Yeah.
ये समझाने के लिए that we are a slow fashion brand, I need time. People they get frustrated.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
are like अभी और कितना वेट करना पड़ेगा, इतना टाइम हो गया. इधर
Yeah.
मुझे पता होता है कि आई एम मेकिंग फोन कॉल्स लाइक हुआ कि नहीं, एंड देन द कारीगर विल लाइक हाँ हो जाएगा, 2 दिन बस. वो 2 दिन जाके 10 दिन भी होता है कभी, So the professionalism is lacking. I won't deny that it's very professional and it's like मैंने आज ऑर्डर दे दिया, 15 days बाद मुझे चाहिए तो मिल गया. I think the lack of exposure.
yeah,
Because Borpeta is a small rural place.
yeah,
Over there, people, they don't know much about the fashion industry.
yeah.
Through Kharika Jai, the main people who are working with me, they know now. They are learning and they are also very cooperative, I would say. Also, without them, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
They do whatever I say. They understand me. They understand the brand as well. But when it comes to the other people also, maybe, who doesn't know, that कि ये किसके लिए जा रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, they are just doing their part.
Yeah.
इसको स्टोन लगाना है, वो स्टोन लगा रहा है, वो चला गया एक दिन उठ के कहीं पे, so those
So
things
you
are
can't
there.
rely on them completely.
Completely I can't. I have to be, and that's also a reason I decided to be here in Guwahati.
Yeah,
Because
so
if
you
I'm
can travel.
outside, I can travel, I can go there. At least I can, if there is a major issue, I can be there to sort it out.
Yeah.
Because if I am not here and the production is here and
Yeah.
I'm outside, it won't work.
Yeah.
I tried, but it's really messy, So after that, it's like improving now. And I hope that it will in like another 1 year or 2 year or so, whatever. But yeah, as of now, it's a challenge.
So initially, like you said, you started your brand in Delhi, from Delhi.
Yes.
So that time also your production was in Borpeta.
Yeah, so that's why
So that was a challenge.
Difficult. It
Yeah.
was difficult. I also had a karygar with me who took away money and ran away. I
Oh my
lost
God.
money. So
Fraud people.
fraud people are there. So
Yeah.
I was looking for more people actually to work under me. And I got a suggestion from someone, and that guy came to my office. We spoke about everything, and initially he was giving me stuff. He was working. And I was in Delhi at that point of time, so I could not go to his house or his workshop and see what exactly he does. So what he was doing is, he himself is not a karygar. He gets it done from someone else.
Oh.
And he was also not maybe using like 100% pure silver. There were also mix of, so that is also another thing. You need trusted people so that only pure silver will be used. You're not using any other material in that, because if I am promoting my culture, if I'm talking about authenticity, I have to make sure that it's pure silver. Because I have clients who come and ask me that, is the silver guaranteed? I have to give them that guarantee that yes, it is pure silver.
The trust value has to be
The
there.
trust value has to be there. If they go and check today at a store that, can you check the purity of the silver? I cannot be like, oh no, it's not silver. That will be a big issue for my brand.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was this guy who came up, and then I trusted him obviously, and he was giving me orders in the starting, but then I had a campaign shoot coming and I gave him a lot of new designs as well. My designer made those, he gave him those designs. We work a lot on the designs.
Your designer
It's
is
not
from?
something, she's from Bangalore actually. She has been with me since the starting.
Oh.
So she is like a multi-task person.
So she's like a purely jewelry
No,
designer?
she knows how, because see, in jewelry you need to know how to do the graphic designing and stuff like that, because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
first need to create digitally the draft,
Yeah, yeah.
which I have to send to the कारीगर,
Yeah.
and then the measurements and all they comes कि इसको इतना छोटा करना है, इसका बड़ा करना है. एक बार
Yeah.
हम पहले sample बनाते हैं. Sample में I see the size, if it's okay or not. If it's big, I make it small. Little bit the finishing is not good. एक sample बन जाता है, फिर उसके बाद we launch it again with the proper piece. So yeah, she helps me with the process, giving me all the draft and stuff like that. I can trust her. She has been with me since the starting, so it's like, it's a different kind of connection which I have with her now. And yes, so we work a lot on the designs, because what happens is, like sometimes, like recently now, I'm trying to, you know, focus on some other aspects as well, like bring some different cultural designs and, you know, make it like look like an Assamese jewelry piece.
Interesting.
And, yeah, you know, recently we worked on jarrao, because jarrao is very similar to Assamese designs, the one which I do.
What is
So
jarrao?
So jarrao is actually it's a culture which is from Rajasthan.
Oh.
You know, so we call it jarrao jewelry. You know, so it's like it's very similar, but the stones that are used in that is different. So in Assamese jewelry, we use only stones that are American diamonds, and we call white motifs, which we add in the bottom of the necklace. Just jhumka, jaise niche jo laga ke dete hain. So
Yeah.
it's that. But in jarrao, they also use like pearls and all, rice pearls and all, and stuff like that. So it's like incorporated in the designs. So recently I even explored that part where I got those stones sourced from outside. So you don't get those rice pearls and stuff like that here in Guwahati. So you have to outsource that. Like normal stones, so we get it, but the jarrao ones you don't get, which the pearls especially I'm mentioning.
Yeah.
So we explored that part as well. So we work a lot on the designs. But then at that point of time with that person, we did plan on a new collection. It was mostly a bridal collection which we were doing for the first time, because at that time I did not have a proper bridal connection. So, you know, we made a lot of like, you know, long statement earrings and Rani har and type like that. So we gave the designs to him, and I went to Borpeta after that when I came to Guwahati, and I saw all the designs everywhere on everyone's phone, you know. So everyone took it because he was there, he was going around maybe with everyone, you know, can you make this, can you make this, you know.
Yeah.
I paid him advance also.
Oh
And
my god.
in the end, I was like, I don't know, it was like a nightmare for me because my shoot date was scheduled, and you know, like I did not have the jewelry with me, and I had to go to a different karigar, again pay him, because obviously they need their charge to make the jewelry.
Yeah, for the production.
For the production. Paid him, got the jewelry, did the shoot, lost money around 50,000, did not get that back also. So yeah,
Plus your
like,
design were also out there.
designs were also out there. Like, you know, it's really heartbreaking to see when you actually put so much effort into making something, and randomly people start copying that, you know. Because see, even here also in Assam, before Kharika Jai, the work that I do, that was very less in the market. It was like, you won't see those designs.
At least it wasn't online.
It wasn't online.
Yeah, offline.
In markets
chalo.
also, if you go, I
Yeah.
did go to the stores, because you will get max to max 3 to 4 pieces of that design. The rest is all meenakari work and stone work, which we call. But after I launched Kharika Jai, people saw the brand and that I am making this kind of design. So it's like lots of design they get copied, and you know, but I cannot say anything about it.
You cannot
now.
say anything about it. I mean,
It's not in
that's
my
how
hands.
the market
That's
is.
how the market is.
Yeah,
you know?
whatever is
So I
selling,
have-
people want to
yeah,
make it.
people want to make it.
Yeah.
So at a point of time, I was like very bothered by it and used to
Yeah.
be like, ki nahi kar sakte hain and stuff like that. But then I realized there's no point wasting energy into this,
Yeah.
because people are anyway going to make it, you know. So I'm like, even my clients, they come up and they tell me that we see your similar designs in other brands' pages, in stores, local stores. Even in Kolkata also, they are making designs. Recently, one of my client came and she told me, I have seen your designs in some of a Kolkata store and something. We try to take it down and stuff like that, but then someone from their team blocks us or does all those things. So it goes into waste, honestly.
Yeah.
So now I have been like, मुझे अपना काम करना है.
Yeah.
The first design that will be launched, it will be anyway in my page. So original is always original, you know.
Yeah, and you will be the first mover, no matter what.
Yeah. So and people who knows Kharika Jai, the moment they see the jewelry on someone else's page, they know that it's our design. So they come back. They will buy it from Kharika Jai only. So I cannot control the market. I can just do my work and with full dedication. Yeah, that's all.
So we've talked about the struggles, but you have been featured on a lot of national level magazines, Vogue, Grazia, Cosmo, and so on.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Okay, so even that was a surprise for me, myself.
Yeah.
So Vogue actually happened in 2021 March. I remember the dates very clearly because it was like it was, see, when I launched Karikaja, it was my own dream that one day I want to see my brand in global magazines.
Yeah, yeah.
In my dreams also, I did not expect that it will be so soon, because
Yeah.
Karikaja was launched just in November 2020.
Yeah.
And I was like, ek din hoga.
Yeah.
But I was like, time hai, ab pehle banana hai, dikhna hai, uske baad hi.
Yeah.
But in March, I was in Delhi then, 2021. It was during a little bit of the COVID times also. So, but obviously these magazines, they keep doing their shoots and all because they have to run their magazine and the editorial shoots happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
most of them, they
yes.
went digital that time.
Digital that time.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I got this message from one of their stylists from Vogue. So, they saw the jewelry in the page.
So you got the message in your
And it's very organic. Yeah.
brand page.
Brand page.
Yeah.
It was not through any PR or anything like that.
Wow.
It was organic. All the Grazia one and the Vogue one, it was organic. Like at that point of time, I had a PR team, but it was not through them. The stylist of the Vogue they came to me directly to the Instagram page. They just texted that we like your products and we want to feature it in the editorial shoot of the Vogue. So it's basically a sourcing system where they source the jewelry,
Yeah.
they use it, and then
Yeah.
you get the pictures and the credits for that.
Yeah.
And it will be, obviously, if you're doing it with a magazine, it will be in their magazine as well.
Yeah.
So that happened, and I still remember that day, and I was like almost in tears because it was like I could not believe myself that it happened.
I mean,
because
Vogue is big.
Vogue is big,
Yeah.
and that recognition is going to be big. And knowing that fact that even the magazine is going to be in your hand, and when you open it, your name is going to be there on that page, wherever the jewelry is used. So, and it was not just for me, I think it was for my culture as well. Assamese jewelry was never represented in a global magazine like that, People did not know only about it. So representation was another thing at that point of time. I told them that it's an Assamese jewelry brand, that whatever you are using is Assamese, it's made in Assam and stuff like that. And maybe because of that reason, they wanted to show it
Showcase,
more.
yeah.
Because it had a story behind it.
Yeah.
So Vogue happened, and then I got the pictures and everything. And then, to my surprise, Grazia has been of really big help to me. I have had a lot of articles with them. They had, first I got an editorial shoot with Grazia. So
This also, they reached out to you?
yeah, they reached out. So they follow page. They follow the page, and they see the jewelry, and I think some people, they genuinely like the jewelry, so they reach out organically. And
So usually what happens, the stylists, they reach out.
yes.
The stylists who are associated with this particular
with this
magazine.
particular magazine, they
Yeah.
reach out.
So
yes.
it can happen the other way around as well. If any designer wants to get their brand
You
featured
can-
on their
yes.
magazine, they can
Yes.
reach out to the stylist.
Yes. So usually ये करना ही पड़ता है. Like when you are a new brand, you
Yeah.
have to mail them and you have to keep it in their process maybe कि एक दिन अगर कुछ similar kind of shoot आ गया.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I did that for Karikaja at that point of time, because I thought it's too early for me. Because it
Yeah,
was
you just started.
It just started.
Yeah.
And it was too early for me to reach out to Vogue or Grazia or something
Yeah.
like that. First I was like, मैं करके देखती हूँ थोड़ा सा.
Yeah.
उसके बाद देखेंगे, I'll reach out to them. So it was from their side actually. Vogue happened actually, maybe because of that I got another engagement and a lot of people following the page, because Vogue is big.
Yeah.
It was in their page, it was in the magazine.
Yeah.
And then Grazia ka editorial shoot I got. It got featured in Grazia, and after that I had a lot of articles. And then I actually got this from Grazia again for the cover page.
Yeah.
That was with Sonam Kapoor.
Wow.
So it was in
She's
September.
like the fashion icon
She's
of
like the fashion
Bollywood.
icon.
Yeah.
First it was Grazia, second it was Sonam Kapoor, and they were doing this issue for craft and culture of India to represent it.
Oh.
So the clothing brand also which they took was from another brand which represented a culture of a certain, place.
State, yeah.
Yeah. And the jewelry was from me. Although what happens is when you source jewelry for a cover shoot,
Yeah.
it's not sure that it's going to come in the cover page. It might also be the follow-ups of the cover page, Although that was still a big thing for me. I wasn't sure that my jewelry will get used or not, but I was just like fingers crossed. दे देते हैं, देखते हैं उसके बाद. Shoot happened and everything, and uske baad I asked them that, you know, did it get used? So one of them told me, you know, that yes, we used one of your earrings, and she, like Sonam Kapoor, she told me that she really liked it, you know, because I think Sonam is very particular about her pics. That's
Yeah.
why she's known to be the
She's a
style
fashionista
icon. Yeah.
herself.
So she's very particular about this. So I was little, you know, skeptical ki hoga ki nahi.
Yeah.
But she told me at that time that, you know, ho gaya use, and just wait for the pictures to come. So I was like, repeat, next में आएगा शायद, cover में तो इतना तो होगा नहीं. I actually got to know the day they launched it, that it's on the cover page.
Oh.
So it was a surprise for me also. So when they posted it, they post the first cover picture.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And with that, she was wearing the earrings. So these are my Narzi earrings, which we call actually. So that was launched during the bridal collection. And they have been the best sellers, you know. It's a very old charm, old world kind of design. And she wore it. And I still remember that day when it was launched, I got around 10 to 15 orders of that same design. And
that very day.
That very day. And people
Sonam Kapoor wore it.
Sonam Kapoor wore it, you know.
Yeah.
And people were actually not coming to me as Kharika Jai. People were like, Sonam Kapoor wala earring, Sonam Kapoor wala earring, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a big recognition for you. And
Yeah.
being on the cover page of a great magazine like that, it's like a dream. It's like a big dream. I cannot honestly explain in words
Yeah,
what was
I'm
the
sure.
feeling. It was too big for me. And after that, I think it kept happening. There were celebrities coming in. They were wearing it. It went into the industry. My whole motive was to promote it in the industry out there, so that people know what Assamese jewelry is, because they know about Kundan jewelry, they know about South Indian, you know, jewelry.
The temple jewelry and all of
jewelry.
that. Yeah.
They know about, even Jarao is popular, and you know, they know about jang jewelry, imitation jewelry, everything.
Yeah.
No one used to know about Assamese
Yeah,
jewelry.
it's not out there in the country
It's not
yet.
out there in the country. It's
Yeah.
very raw and untouched, I would say, you know.
Yeah. Even
So-
here in Assam, we don't see people generally just wearing it.
Wearing
it's like
it.
bridal wear mein
Yes.
पहन लिया
या
तो
कुछ
पहन लिया.
occasion में हो गया तो
Yeah.
तभी है.
Yeah.
Normally you won't see people wearing
Yeah.
it. So बहुत कम था recognition, और बाहर तो बहुत ही कम, बिल्कुल
Yeah.
था ही नहीं, I would say. So because of that reason, I think I got that feature, and after that it was just a big achievement for the brand also, in
Like a
terms of,
milestone.
like a big milestone, I would say. And
Yeah.
then things kept happening, and it was, some things were from my PR also. They helped me a lot. I was with a team in Bombay, so they got me a lot of good recognitions. But most of my features, I would say, in newspapers and all, because a lot of journalists came to me from India, Times of India, I think, and then even in here, I got in Assam Tribune and all. So I actually don't recall the names now, but they are all in the page. So most of it was like organic. They wanted to cover and feature the story because it was something different and new. So it kept growing like that. And then again, like another milestone was for me the celebrity orders,
Yeah.
because that was something because see, these celebrities, they anyway get jewelry,
They
they
get
anyway
jewelry,
get all the designer wear.
Sourced and
yeah,
everything.
every designer is running behind them, you
Yeah.
know, so
kya
that they
pehen
wear
lo.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you actually, you know,
Get an order from themselves.
get an order from themselves.
Is big.
Is
Yeah.
big. And you know, first was Shobita Dhulipala. She has been so sweet, you know.
Yeah, and she's also another fashion icon.
Fashion icon.
Made
I
in
love
heaven.
her.
Yeah.
I love her, you know, like even before Kharika Jai, I used to love her style, and she
Yeah.
has been, you know, in the industry so organically, and she has grown away like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like, and I honestly liked her style also, her personal style.
Yeah.
And then one fine day, I got a message from her, again from her account, and she was very sweet. She was very down to earth. She spoke to me like a normal, casual person. She
Like
was
a
not
client.
there. She
Yeah.
was not there like a celebrity, you know.
Uh-huh.
I was actually overexcited, and I was like all over the place, you know, that oh my god, you're Shobita, you're talking to me like this. Am I even dreaming or something, you know? But it was,
Obviously.
yeah, obviously, right? So she was very casual. She was like, I want this because I am a hoarder of vintage jewelry. I like buying such vintage stuff.
Yeah.
So she got a bangle actually, and she got a necklace kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So she was like, Aram says she made the payment also, she took the order also, and she was like, you send me the jewelry whenever it's ready. And she wore it also. I saw her wearing it after that, Aram say. And matlab, it's so nice to see such celebrities coming up and supporting these homegrown brands, because I think they actually kind of relate and they want to be related to it, and that's why they are so supportive about it. And Shobita has been so nice. Like, it's like whenever I text her, I, for some reason or something, like, because I'm a fan of her, obviously, and she responds. It's not like that she ignores or something like that. Like, even recently it was her birthday, and like, I wished her like a common person a happy birthday, and she was so sweet. She was like, thank you so much. And it's a big thing coming from a celebrity like that, and getting the recognition because of the work you are doing, that is another thing for me.
Yeah.
And then again, like, it was not this year only. This year, Mrunal Thakur, she texted me again.
Yeah.
So she wore the jewelry before once for one of her promotional shoots. So I don't know if
That's
she recalled.
how she discovered
yeah, if she recalled it, or maybe she just came across the brand. I'm not, because I did not ask her about that. But then she texted me.
Yeah.
And I still remember, I was just going somewhere. I checked my phone and the notification was from Mrunal Thakur. For a bit, I thought someone made a fake account. So I saw her text actually, and she also approached like a very normal kind of person. She was like, I want to buy jewelry for my mom and my sister, and like, show me the pieces which you have. And Aram say she saw the jewelry, she liked it, she bought it. It was no fuss, nothing like her manager texted me or something. It was
no celebrity
herself.
drama.
No celebrity drama, nothing. It was very casual, very sweet, And even after, like, I updated her once that your jewelry is in process, and she's like, oh, thank you so much. Can you please send it to me on these dates? I have an event or something. And 2-3 pieces took a little bit longer also, because
So she was
ordered.
calm and cooperative.
She was calm and cooperative. Aisa kuch nahi that she was like, mujhe abhi chahiye or something. She did not use her celebrity power or something
Wow,
like that.
that is so
Nothing.
nice.
It was very casual.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just about the whole feature thing, and that's it.
Let's move on to our fun segment. What's in your bag? I'm sure you carried a bag.
Yes, it's right here.
Yeah.
So, let me just take it out.
Yes, please.
I'll just start from here. Is it okay?
Keep
Or
it
should I
here, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely the first thing that's going to come out is my phone.
Yeah.
So here is my phone.
We cannot step out without the phone.
That's not possible. All the time, every time, anywhere. You go crazy if it's not there, right?
Yeah, I am super phony.
Yeah, same here. So next is just my makeup pouch. Sorry, it's a little big because I had this shoot and I had to carry everything possible.
We have everything here.
We
still.
have everything. This is my go-to. Wherever I go, I carry this. So I just have my, base. I just have my mascara. I have my
Lipstick,
which is
blush,
from
I'm sure.
Simply Nam. Again, I love this.
Yeah.
And my lipsticks, I would say this is again a MAC, my go-to lipstick. And all the random things you would get.
Yeah, the makeup kit stuff.
The makeup kit stuff.
Yeah.
All these. Okay. So this is there. And then, some more lipsticks. So I have some more lipsticks. I'm so sorry. I carry all the possible lipstick
Entire
options.
makeup in the
Entire
bag.
makeup in the bag, and this is the best bag where everything fits in.
Yeah, I
And,
see that.
If you need to go from one place to another, just change your lipstick. You will feel fresh.
Yeah.
So it's just a different lipstick.
It changed the look.
Change the look.
Yeah.
तो सुबह के लिए तो थोड़ा subtle कर दो, रात के लिए तो थोड़ा
Dark कर दो.
हाँ,
Yeah,
बस
yeah.
अपना. And then I also carry some jewelry, because sometimes what happens is while I'm traveling, I might need to meet some of my karigar or someone like that, So I just carry my statement pieces.
Show us.
So I just have this Rani Har. So this is actually from one of my bridal collection.
Wow.
So this is actually a bestseller as well, I would say. So it's like this. So it's a very old design,
It's
like
beautiful.
it's one of a kind, and it's been so popular among the brides because this is something you can pass it on to your generations also.
Yeah. Plus it's real silver and gold
it's pure
polish.
silver. You can polish it always.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
It will always be new.
It will always be new. So this
Yeah.
is one. And I think I have some more. I have some earrings too. So this is one of them again. So this is a very lovely, delicate statement earring.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's not very heavy weighted
You won't
also.
even
It will be
feel.
easy on.
It will be easy. You
Yeah,
won't,
easy
honestly,
on the
trust me,
ears.
If you wear this, you
Yeah.
won't feel like you're wearing a jewelry
Yeah.
at all. You know, so that is the USP of Assamese jewelry. It's very lightweight. It's very, very, very delicate. You know. You
Yeah, and
won't
also I
feel-
think this design is very timeless.
Yes. The moment you look at it, I think you can just feel that how authentic and the old world retro charm which brings into the, you know, your vibe, I would say.
Yeah.
Even if you're wearing a normal white sari or a mekhla chadar, just wear this. It's
Yeah.
just gonna
It'll
pop
just
up your
amp
look.
up the look.
Yes, yes, the right moment.
Yeah.
And then I also have this one actually. So this was the earring which got featured in Grazia.
Oh.
So this is actually the
On Sonam
Narzi.
Kapoor?
Yes, on Sonam Kapoor. So
Oh.
this is the Narzi, and you know this is one of my bestseller again.
Wow.
So this actually goes with the Rani Har also that I showed.
Yeah.
And it's like a set. Sometimes people buy it separately. But yes, this has been my lucky charm, I would say. Since the day I have launched, it's been one of the best and still is one of the best.
It's indeed beautiful. Gorgeous.
So yeah, that's all. It's like I have some more earrings, but then it's somewhere inside. So these
Yeah.
are my statement pieces. So yeah, that's all in my bag.
That was pretty much everything in your small little bag.
Everything. I would say.
Before we conclude, tell us 2 truths and a lie about a business owner without telling us which one is a truth and which one is a lie.
So I think it's a very easy profession. You're gonna learn a lot through the journey. You're gonna grow as an individual. So that's all.
I think we all know which one is the lie.
I made it pretty obvious, but it's okay.
Thank you so much for being here. It was
I
lovely chatting
loved
you.
it. Yes, thank you. It was a great time. I think I shared everything as much as possible. And thank you so much for having here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Say What with Shreya. Our today's episode was around business, jewelry design, and fashion. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. I had a lot of fun shooting with Shivani. We hope you had too. If you liked it, please like, share, and comment down whom do you want our next guest to be. Till then, take care. I'll see you next week.